Appreciate that. We'll look at the Romans. Romans chapter 15, excuse me, verse 1. Romans chapter 15, verse 1. Listen to the book.
We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
And do what?
Not to please ourselves.
For what happened?
Let every one of us please his neighbor for his ta'ub edification. For even Mashiach pleased not himself.
It sounds like I got him in the hallway. Sound like it. Listen. For even Mashiach
pleased not himself.
What happened?
But as it is written,
the reproaches
of them that reproached thee
did what?
Fell on me.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Let's see, Brandon, see if that the 27th chapter of the book of Barashit. They call Genesis. This with him. Barashit. Let's say that 27 and 1. Listen to the book.
What is it? 27 and 1.
27 and 1.
And it came to pass
that
when Yasakot was old, and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Asu, his eldest being, and said unto him, My being. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the yum of my death. Now, therefore, take, I palaw thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love.
What happened?
And bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may barak thee before I die.
Yes.
And Rebekah heard when Yasakot spake to Asu his being. And Asu went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her being, saying, Behold, I heard thy Abba speak unto Asu thy Aki, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and barak thee before Yahuwah before my death. Now therefore, my being, obey my voice according to that which I command thee.
Therefore, my being, obey my voice. My son, obey my voice.
According to that which I command thee.
According to which that I amar you. Which is command or to say. What happened?
Go now to the flock, and fetch me from thence 2 ta'ub kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy Abba, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy Abba, that he may eat, and that he may barak thee before his death.
Yeah.
And Jacob said to Rebekah, his aim, Behold, Asu, my Aki, is a hairy ish, and I am a smooth ish. My Abba peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver.
He will fill me, and I shall seem to him as
a deceiver.
As a deceiver. Where do we hear that from? Let's say the book of Barashit, Genesis, and they'll call it, chapter 3, and verse 6. Barashit. Listen to the book.
And when the Asha saw that the tree was ta'ub for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise,
what did she do?
She took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Listen.
And the eyes of them both were open.
And what happened?
And they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of Yahuwah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the Yum. And Adam and his Asha hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah Elohim amongst the trees of the garden. And Yahuwah Elohim called unto Adam, and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thee that thou was naked? hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat?
What happened?
And he said, the Ashah whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the Ashah, what is this that thou hast done? And the Ashah said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
See that? She said, he deceived me, and I did eat. Let's see what happened.
And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the serpent,
Yes.
because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle.
You hear that? Because what?
Because thou hast done this,
What happened?
thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field.
Yeah,
Upon thy belly shalt thou go,
yeah,
and dust shalt thou eat all the yamim of thy life.
yeah,
And I will put enmity between thee and the Ashah,
yeah,
and between thy seed and her seed.
yeah.
It shall bruise thy head,
And?
and thou shalt bruise his heel.
That's good. Let's jump back over to 27th chapter of the book of Barashit. What verse we left off at?
Verse 12.
Verse 12. Let me have verse 11. 27 and 11. Listen to the book.
And Jacob said to Rebekah his aim, behold, Asu, my Aki, is a hairy Ish, and I am a smooth Ish. My Abba, peradventure, will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver.
See that? He said when he figured me out, he gonna realize I'm a deceiver. When did the woman realize that she had been deceived by him? After she had eaten. And he realized the same thing. After I'm eating, I'm gonna see him as a deceiver. What's gonna happen when he find this out? He gonna curse me. I'm going in for a barak, and yet it's gonna turn out gonna be a curse to me. So he knew exactly what he was saying. He was looking at, if I go in and I do this, after this man eating, he figure out what I done to him. This man got a chance of cursing me. I'm going to say, and it's gonna make sense he's gonna curse me because I'm gonna be a deceiver to him. Let's see what happens.
And I shall bring a curse upon me.
See that? He picked that up. So Shay, you know they did know the Torah. He didn't sit here and take a chance like people saying there was no law, as they call it, unto Mushakam. They already had law. That's how he knew exactly what's going to happen.
That's right.
When this man found out what I've done, he's going to do the same thing that happened in the garden.
That's right.
This man's going to curse me. Listen.
And not a baraka.
And not a baraka. Listen.
And his aim said unto him,
What did she say?
upon me be thy curse, my being.
See that? That's good. At the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 1. Listen to the book.
We then that are strong
Sit
ought
down.
to bear the infirmities of the weak,
And not,
to please ourselves.
tell me what happened.
Let every one of us please his neighbor for his ta'ud to edification.
Listen.
For even Mashiach pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me.
She took it. She took it for him. She said, that reproach that come on you, that disgrace, that shame, that sin, that curse. She said, I'll take it. She said, let it fall on me. She was stronger than he was. She said, I'll take it. This was an allegory so we could see exactly what Yahusha gave to us. Isn't that right? The same thing for us. We're supposed to be cursed. We deceivers. Yeah, he took that curse for us. We can see this already happened, evident for us right here in our reading. So we get an understanding that she already knew what was going to happen when he do it. Her goal was for him to be a baraka, but she knew what was going to fall on her. She said, let it fall on me. Same thing would have happened with us when we had Yahusha. Somebody should have took that. We should have took that. We deceived him.
Yeah.
The man said, I thirst. What did we give him?
Ow.
What you think was going to happen once he found out what we did? He took it. Somebody took it for us, just so we can get a barak. We wound up getting a barak through what we did through deception. Huh? Y'all don't consider that something? Y'all don't see that as him being Ukanan?
Yeah,
Him being gracious? Huh?
that's right.
Y'all all right? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's finish up this Romans, the 15th chapter. Don't get me Ukanan, chapter 6 at verse 44. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
So we can see how that happened. Somebody that knowing that what he's deliberately going to do is going to come out and can actually be a hurt to him. And yet she already set up provision that, well, I set this up for it to be a baraka to you and not a curse. As a matter of fact, let it fall on me. Let it fall on me. Listen.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's what we're looking at. So that's when we learned about him. He took our reproach, he took our disgrace, he took our shame. He brought us back to an estate that we couldn't do. Let's see what happened in the book of Galatians chapter 1. Make that 4 and 1. Galatians. Four and 1. I want to say that song. Tahalim. Tahalim. You know, call it Psalms. Let's say that 49 and 1. Matter of fact, give me the Tahalim that they call Psalms 49 and 1. Then I'll get Galatians 4 and 1. Listen to the book.
Hear this, all ye people. Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world.
Who did this exclude? All of them? All the inhabitants of the Orion? Who are you talking to, Brandon?
Both low and high, rich and poor together.
There's some news people here, if you don't make money, you don't listen to a lot of economic news. You're like, they're not just for rich people. There's some things that's spoken to poor people, government program. People might say that's not talking to me. That's talking to the less fortunate, the deprived, the indigent people. People with money don't go to greater hospital. They know the only way they're going to go, they're going to be unconscious. And as soon as they get conscious, you're moving them out of there. There's certain things certain people look at, they're not talking to me. You got me? So this talking to everybody. He said, if you got the highest status, I'm talking to you. If you got the lowest status, I'm talking to everybody. Listen what he told you.
My mouth shall speak of wisdom.
And?
The meditation of my heart shall be of understanding.
See that? Listen.
I will incline my ear to a mashal.
Listen.
I will open my dark saying upon the harp.
Yeah.
Wherefore should I fear in the yamim of evil?
Listen.
When the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about.
See that? He said, why am I going to fear? When the iniquity of my heels start to compass me about. The iniquity of my, what was it?
When the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about.
What was supposed to have made the heel?
Bruise.
He's supposed, that way he's supposed to bit you out. He said, why am I going to fear in the yum when the iniquity of my heels started to compass me about? I already know what I'm dealing with. I already know I'm dealing with Nakash. You remember the word Nakash for a serpent? He already know who was supposed to bite him now. The serpent, right? What was it? S-E-R-P-E-N-T? How is it Leon the only one said something? Are y'all with me? Y'all don't know how to spell either? You know what I do? I use Google. Listen, somebody sent me a text and told me don't rescind. I said, don't rescind? I said, I don't understand that. I took that word out, put it in Google. That thing said don't. It said resist. Meaning, I said, oh my God, I thought I said resist. That's resist. Man, I ain't seen that word so long. I don't know. When the last time y'all ever wrote resist? When the last time you ever wrote that on? Brenda, why did you laugh? I'm going to put a check. You ever wrote resist?
Yeah.
When the last time you wrote it?
Resist?
I mean, when the last time you wrote it?
Resist.
Yeah, when the last time you wrote it? When the last time when y'all wrote the word resist? Man, ain't had no reason to write resist. Huh? I done used it. In my past, when a girl wouldn't be still, stop resisting. Stop resisting. I didn't know I was a law enforcement officer back then. I better stop. They might come out with a book on me later. Ain't that right? What that girl saw on Trump, Harriet Tubman, what's that girl name? That hooker. What's the girl name? Something Tubman. Hey, what's the girl, the white woman with the big old titties? Who? Startermile. What's her name? Stormy. Look at Rod had to leave. Boom! Thunder, lightning! He ain't gonna stun me. Boom, boom, boom. Something wrong with y'all. I didn't know what the girl name. Her name's Stormy. Yeah. Well, who is? No, I know who Harriet Tubman. So ain't nobody slept with named nothing like Harriet Tubman. I ain't got nobody phone no more. Anyway, so this is what he said. He said, why should I fear in the day when my iniquity started to compass my heels about? What happened?
They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches.
What happened?
None of them can by any means redeem his akh,
Yeah.
nor give to Elohim a ransom for him. For the redemption of their nafash is precious,
Yeah.
and it ceaseth forever.
Y'all hear that? He said, why they can't do it? So what did it mean if you're doing this time, if you're doing this dispensation age and you hear this? What does it mean? What would this mean to you? You tell me what would this mean to you?
Redeeming him from bondage.
Talk to him. What now? The half a shekel. Do what? You can't redeem your brother. What would it mean to you? Don't try. What would it mean to you? I mean, just from what y'all hearing, I'm just asking what it mean to you from what you're hearing. You in that time said, what would that mean to you? Somebody said, explain. It was slaves. Was that stuff? What's that precept? Save yourself. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Pick me up at 2 and 37. Acts of the Apostle. 2 and 30, 2 and 38. Matter of fact, Acts. Make it 2 and 36. Matter of fact, make it 2. We're going to get 237. Then we're going to back up and get me 224. 237. Then we're going to get me, I think about the 24th verse. Listen to the book.
Now, when they heard this,
What happened?
they were pricked in their heart,
And what did they do?
and said unto Cuff and to the rest of the apostles, Anashim and Aki, what shall we do?
That's good. That's good. At 2 and 24. Listen.
Whom Elohim has raised up, having loosed the pains of death,
Tell them why, son.
because it was not possible that he should be holden of it. For Daoud speaketh concerning him, I foresaw the Adonai always before my panim, for he is on my right hand, that I should not be moved.
Yeah.
Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad. Moreover, also my flesh shall rest in hope, because thou wilt not leave my soul in Sheol,
Yeah.
neither wilt thou suffer thine Kadash one to see corruption. Thou hast made known to me the ways of Cain. Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance. Anashim and Aki, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch Daoud, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us unto this Yom.
Yeah.
Therefore, being a Nabi, and knowing that Elohim had sworn with an oath to him that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he would raise up Mashiach to sit on his throne.
Yes.
He, seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Mashiach, that his soul was not left in Sheol, neither his flesh did see corruption.
What happened?
This Yahusha hath Elohim raised up, whereof we all are witness. Therefore, being by the right hand of Elohim exalted, and having received of the Abba the promise of the Ruach HaKadosh, he hath shed forth this which ye now see and hear.
Yeah.
For Daoud is not ascended into the Shamayim, but he saith himself, Yahuwah said unto my Adonai, sit thou on my right hand until I make thy foes thy footstool.
Yeah.
Therefore, let all the house of Yasharal know assuredly that Elohim has made that same Yahusha, whom ye have crucified, both Adonai and Mashiach.
And verse 21. Listen.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Adonai shall be saved. Ye Anashim of Yasharal, hear these Dabarim, Yahusha of Nazareth, a ish approved of Elohim among you by miracles and wonders and acts which Elohim did by him in the midst of you,
What happened?
as ye yourselves also know, him being delivered by the determinate counsel
And
for knowledge of Elohim,
did what?
ye have taken, and by wicked hands have crucified and slain,
Yeah.
whom Elohim hath raised up, having loosed the pains of death,
Tell them why.
because it is not possible that he should be holding of it.
That's good. That's good. See, the question they had here at 237, they want to know what to do. Simply because of what the Torah taught us here. In the 49th chapter of what they call the vision of Tahalim. Not one of them can redeem their soul because it's too costly. For the redemption of your nafash, it ceases and it exists anymore. It's that expensive, and none of us could give a ransom for it. He said not one of them. Not one of them could redeem the Aki. So when they looked at what they was charged with, you done delivered them. He said about wicked hands. A lot of us, a lot of our forefathers, a lot of our parents, a lot of our Aki and our Ku were partakers of this. A lot of our Bani, our Banu were partakers in this. And they just said, so I can't even help you out. When we looked at what happened with Jacob in the book of Tahalim, Barashit, the 27th chapter, his mother said, let it fall on me.
Yeah.
So that would have been a redeeming for him. Because we looked at what he should have got for his transgression. She said, let it fall on me. Well, they were just told and just charged with the killing the Aki. And he said, you all are witnesses of it. It's tight.
That's right. That's right.
You've been an accessory to a crime.
That's right.
If you with some people that murder some people, you know they can charge you with that same murder.
That's right.
Did you try to stop them? I was just there. You get the same time.
Yeah.
So he just told them people they were witnesses. These people ain't stupid. They're not stupid. They know what our law teaches. So that's why they would have looked and want to know. They didn't say, oh, I already know how they work. All we have to do is we just get them merged, man. We good. They don't know what to do. If we can't be redeemed, we put ourselves in one of these factors to where nothing can happen, nothing can change for us. So what we going to do? It cut them when they heard it. He only cut them because they were convicted. You can't convict people that don't believe in the law.
That's right. That's right.
For our law, ain't no convict. Why y'all think people continue to do what they're doing? That's why people try to escape this way, so they'll think they're from under the law. You're not from under the law.
That's right. That's right.
Isn't that right? When Shaul taught, he said, I speak to them that know, what was it?
The law.
How I had dominion over each as long
as he lived.
It don't make no difference. If you live it got a part over it.
That's right.
You want to escape it, go ahead and die.
That's right.
You still going to get the retribution of it in the day of judgment. That's the reason why I'm here. Being at this address, we don't have one of these situations where the law of what we teach only exists in this building or on this street or in this county or in this state. It exists all over the way. It don't matter what people do. It like the book. For what if some did not believe? They don't believe don't make the faith of Elohim without no effect.
That's right.
It don't mean he's not going to do what he say he's going to do because you don't believe. Oh, that's your religion. Hey, my religion is the religion he prescribed for everybody.
That's right.
Now, whether you take it or not is up to you, but you're going to have to pay for what you've done.
Yes, sir.
So these people looked at, they got to look at, we got to pay for what we got to do. Well, he just told them they got something they got to do. Let's see what he told them they had to do at that 38. And he got me the 4th chapter of the book of Galatians 4:1. Listen.
Then Cuff said unto them,
do what?
Repent.
And do what?
Be immersed, every one of you.
For what?
In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach.
For what?
The remission of sins.
So you can redeem yourself. Remission is the removing. That means it's been removed. So you can't come back and blame your COVID that transgression. His mother took that. She done set him instead of remission. I'm going to tell you, he said, when this man found I do, the man's going to curse me. We never found where that happened. He was set up for remission, for the removing of.
That's right.
So we've seen this happen before. Y'all all right? Let me tell you why you'll find that, and you'll find that with the female. Y'all were taught that before. One thing his mother could do that a man can't do regularly, she can bleed.
Yeah. That's right.
Dom is always used for atonement.
That's right. That's right.
That's why you'll find a woman doing this. She could do that. Just like when they came down with a star. Y'all were taught that. For 30 Yamin, he said no man can petition, but she went in. Because she also can bleed. And they told you, if you paid attention, that they gave her the stuff that's customary for a woman. Mm-hmm. What a woman going to need? She's going to need something for the time of her cycle. They taught you that because you need to know that if you knew about women. And only you need to know about it because you're a man. And what you going to understand? The things of a man. These women understand that, don't they? In a month, it's some stuff you're going to need, aren't you? She did too. When he said nobody was going to come before him and nobody petitioned him for 30 Yamin, because she knew exactly what was going to have to happen. She can go in with blood. Because that's what every Kohan had to do. You couldn't come in without blood. It would make sense that the woman could go in.
That's right.
Because she can bleed.
That's right.
On the way the itch can bleed, you got to give him a wound.
That's right.
You got to give him a wound. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We were taught that you couldn't do this with Dom is that important to us. No, 4-1. Let's see what happens. Why somebody kid fat? Listen to the book.
Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant,
But what?
though he be master of all,
What happened?
but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the
Now,
hour.
let me ask you a question. Now, he just told you the heir. Heir is somebody come in possession, son. Say, there is no difference between a child and a person that's a slave. Listen, the child is no different than a slave. Now, I used to make my kids do. Go take out the trash. Go get me something to drink. Go and do, listen, go outside and get this. You're a slave.
That's right.
The book just told that, it's funny y'all see that, but how you understand it?
Yeah.
What means if it doesn't differ? It's the same, but is under.
But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the hour.
So that, they just put them on like a ruler, a marshal. Parents are marshals. Huh? That's the rule. They marshal. Y'all okay? Yes, so why would he tell you about a child being no different than a servant? They're under tutors and governors until the time appointed. Y'all got it? Yes, that's what he told you. There's no difference. So you want to know what it's like if you want to know if you're under slavery or not? You got bosses? You got government authorities over you? Well, he just told you that. So you just like a child. And then you know what used to be amazing? White old cracker slave master used to make grown people sit around and call a little child mister. Yeah. And even after slave had to call him mister and Mrs. Because you was just like a child. You were under them, they owned you. Now, he just told you he came, wasn't no difference. He was a servant or slave simply because he was a child. And on that, he was born into slavery. Let's see, at the 9th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu, 9 and 6. Other one, let me see something else. Matiyahu, see if it's 26. See if it's 42. Listen to the book. Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 6. Listen to the book.
For unto us a Yaled is born.
So if it's unto who was it again?
Us.
Or what was it?
Yaled is born.
Unto who?
Us.
Or what?
A Yaled is born.
So if I'm in slavery and I have a child, what is my child?
That's right.
You don't believe what happened. Typically, people in slavery desire was for their children to be free.
That's right.
We came along and the child wanted the parents free. We kept calling him Ben of Ish. We used to call him a son of a slave. He's the son of a slave. Y'all all right? Give me the 5th chapter book of Yehukanan. Other one, jump over and see if that's the book of Allah Shemut, chapter 2, about verse 1. You know me in Yehukanan 5:39. They call St. John. Allah Shemut, for those watching, you'll call it Exodus. Exodus, they'll call it 2 and 1. Other one got me, Ukanah 5:39, they call St. John. Listen to the book.
And there went an Ish of the house of Louis, and took to Ashah a bath of Louis. And the Ashah conceived and bare a Ben. And when she saw him that he was a Taub Yalit, she hid him 3 yards. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the Yalit therein. And she laid it in the flags of the river's brink. And his Akuth stood afar off to wit what would be done to him.
Yeah.
And the bath of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the Yalit, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, This is one of the Abarim Beni. Then said her Akuth to Pharaoh's bath, Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Abari Ashah, that she may nurse the Yalit for thee? And Pharaoh's bath said to her, Go. And the maid went and called the Yalit's name. And Pharaoh's bath said unto her, Take this Yalit away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the Ashah took the Yalit and nursed it. And the Yalit grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's bath, and he became her Ben. And she called his name Moshe. And she said, Because I drew him out of the Ma'im.
Yeah.
And it came to pass in those Yamim, when Moshe was grown, that he went out unto his Aki, and looked on their burdens. And he spied a Mizraim smitting in Abari, one of his Aki. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no Ish,
what did he do?
He slew the Mizraim.
And did what?
Hid him in the sand.
Let me ask you a question. Why none of the other brothers didn't help him? Because none of them could redeem him. That's what he was looking for. Is anybody going to do anything? So when he saw nobody couldn't do it, he redeemed it. He was in a situation that lowered his value. He redeemed it by killing another man and burying him in the sand. Nobody else could do it. You were already told it in Tahalim. Not one of them could redeem his brother. Nobody could help him. Nobody could help him. Don't worry about it. Oriah. Let's look at something. Oriah chapter 1. Jump down. Give me about verse 18. Man, my memory is gone. And my understanding ain't bad, though. My understanding better. I can't remember like I used to. Man, that 8 looked terrible. It's leaning. 1 and 18. Let's see what that says. Listen.
And Zechariah said unto the Malachi, Whereby shall I know this? For I am an old Ish, and my Ashah well stricken in years. And the
Malachi,
Malachi,
Sister Smith. Go ahead.
And the Malachi answering said unto him, I am Gabriel that stand in the presence of Elohim, and I am sent to speak unto thee, and to shew thee these glad tidings.
Yeah.
And behold, thou shalt be dumb, and not able to speak, until the yom that these things shall be performed, because thou believest not my words, which shall be fulfilled in their season. And the people waited for Zechariah, and marveled that he tarried so long in the temple. And when he came out, he could not speak unto them. And they perceived that he had seen a chazun in the temple. For he beckoned unto them and remained speechless. And it came to pass that, as soon as the yamim of his ministration were accomplished, he departed to his own house. And after those yamim, his Ashah al-Yashba conceived, and hid herself 5 months, saying, Thus hath Yahuwah dealt with me in the yamim wherein he looked on me, to take away my reproach among Anashim. And in the 6th month, the Malachi Gabriel was sent from Elohim unto a city of Galilee, named Nazareth, to Bethulah espoused to an Ish whose name was Joseph, of the house of Daud, and the Bethullah's name was Miriam. And the Malaki came in unto her and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored, Yahuwah is with thee, Barak art thou among Nishim.
What happened?
And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying,
Yeah.
and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be.
Yeah.
And the Malaki said unto her, Fear not, Miriam,
Why?
for thou hast found favor with Elohim.
What happened?
And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb,
Yeah.
and bring forth a ben, and shall call his name Yahusha.
Yeah.
And he shall be great, and shall be called the Ben of the Highest. And the Adoni Yahuwah shall give unto him the throne of his Abba Daud.
Yeah.
And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever.
Yeah.
And of his Malkuv there shall be no end.
Yeah.
Then said Miriam unto the Malaki, How shall this be, seeing I know not an Ish?
Yeah.
And the Malaki answered and said unto her, The Ruach HaKodesh shall come upon thee, and the power of the highest shall overshadow thee.
Yeah.
Therefore also that Kodesh thing which shall be born of thee
Shall do what?
shall be called the Ben of Elohim.
Oh, that's something. That's something. I'll be called the son of Pharaoh. See, if you had paid attention when Mushah was born, Pharaoh's daughter had taken him. She sent back a a messenger, to go and search him a mother out that could nurse the child. That's the only reason that's the only reason Miriam had him. All she was doing, Elohim had sent back a message to let him know, I need you to nurse the child for me. See, the story you heard about Mushah, the reason you heard the way it heard, because he declared it in at the beginning. How he was going to be the Ben of Pharaoh, how he's going to be the Ben of Elohim, and how he was going to come back and redeem his brother. So you heard that at the beginning, but they're actually going to happen at the end.
Right.
I meant to tell you that. See, when we were reading, all I'd be doing is just adding up the math. That's something really came to her to tell her. You had to only imagine what the mother had to think when she came back to give her the son, because she gave the son away, so then what happened to her and come back and said, this man is going to sit on the throne of Pharaoh. And you got to figure out how something like this is going to happen. And much as she got to figure out how she's going to conceive a child when she don't even know a man.
Right.
So he sent the child down just for Miriam to nurse him. That's when she had him. He needed somebody to nurse the child for him until he got an age.
That's right.
The same way Pharaoh did.
That's right.
After that, he going to come back and be my son.
That's right.
You can't call him Ben of East from that record now on himself coming in the flesh. We know him as the Ben of Elohim. Because once he gave more to Pharaoh, he was called Pharaoh's son. That was Pharaoh's son. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
But you do know how he came. He was born into slavery. He was born into slavery. So you can't redeem us till you get out.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's what he looked at us trying. Our sinner can't redeem another sinner. How to get somebody that's out of this situation?
Right.
Somebody with authority.
That's right.
Y'all all right? Does that make sense? Y'all couldn't hear that when we were reading it. I was hearing it the whole time. 5:39. Yukanan. I'm sorry I bore y'all so much. This is Yukanan 5:39. They call St. John. See, I guess what happened to us, when you don't know the value of something, there's a lot of people throw a lot of stuff away. Belinda and Justin and a couple of them, also I just used them, some other one. These people have a skill set where they've learned that there's some stuff people give away simply because they don't know what the value of it is, right? And you take it, and they don't realize all you got to do is just do some reshape, and it's still the same product. You just put a different appearance on it, and people ready to buy it. They redeem it. It's called redeeming it. What y'all do ain't no different than what Yahusha does. Same thing Yahuwah does. Say that right quick. Say that, Zachariah. See if that's 2 and 1. Zachariah. See if it's 2. It might be 3 and 1. They call it Zechariah. So it's 2 on 1. Listen to the book.
I lifted up mine eyes again, and looked, and behold, an Ish with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the Malachim that talked with me
Who
went
did that
forth.
for us? Who? Say it right here. Abraham did it. He walked it. That's what they did in the 13th chapter book of Bereshit. He walked the height, the breadth of it. So he'll know it. You know, that's what people, every now and then, people do that now. I got a problem, I got to get surveyed. Because although he gave it to me, it's chances people can move in on it.
That's
you know, he told us to remove not the old landmark.
That's right.
People moving.
That's right.
That's a transgression. You weren't supposed to remove it. So when we came out, we were set in stone. Those were boundary points. So he come along and do the same thing, trying to make sure it's still the same thing. We come here, y'all know that's all we're doing with the law. We're trying to measure it and make sure the law's still the same way it was. It still got to fit. That's all they're doing. It still got to fit. It's got to be able to make accommodations for what's prepared, what it's prepared for. Y'all got it? So that's the same thing we do with the law. You're supposed to make preparation for the raw HaKadosh to be able to dwell in your mortal body. So we come here so we can measure it, so we can know the height and the breadth of it. You got to be able to contain it. Y'all okay? The city was built for a certain amount of people. That's amazing. All right, listen to the book.
And behold, the Malachim that talked with me went forth, and another Malachim went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to this young Ish, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls for the multitude of Anashim and cattle therein.
Look at that. You don't need no wall. Book told her later, Yahuwah going to be the wall of the city. He going to wall us in. Listen.
For I, saith Yahuwah, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the kabod in the midst of her.
What do we know about that, being a wall of fire? What do we know about it? When we came out of Mizraim, he kept Pharaoh separated from him. He kept it separated from him. Pharaoh's on the other side. That's what's going to happen to these people again. They're going to be on the other side. They're going to be in the fire. Where they ain't going to be quenched, and the worm and the maggots ain't going to die. It ain't going to be to consume us. For us, it's going to be refining. For the sinner man, it's going to be for the consumption. That people going to be fueled for the fire. He already told us how he going to work this out. He said, look, these people ain't nothing but twigs. 15th chapter, Kazkik Yah. No, your Kazakal. They call Ezekiel. 15:1 right quick. Your Kazkakal. Man, this way we going, that's a tight walk. It is. That's a tight walk. It's tight. Y'all just don't know how tight it's going to get. You just don't know how tight it's going to get. Every man work going to be tried by fire. You're going to see what the sort is of. Got to see what it's made of.
That's
if it's
right.
our things, if it's our relationship, if it's our family, if it's our health, is it our mind? What is it? All right, got to find out. Got to find exactly where's our breaking point at. At what point do we give up and we quit? Where the weak spots so you can get strong? We'll see it. Listen.
And the Debar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying,
What did he say?
Ben of Ish, what is the vine tree more than any tree, or than a branch which is among the trees of the forest?
Listen.
Shall wood be taken thereof to do any work, or will Anashim take a pin of it to hang any vessel
He said,
thereon?
will they even take a peg of it to hang something on? Nobody hang nothing on no twig. He said, men won't even take it and put up there to hang something on it. Y'all all right? When they took Yassakal, they ain't hang him on no twig. They took the wood and laid it in order. Same what they did with Yahusha. He said, I already know you can't use it for nothing. So he's telling about stuff they know about. When they built the ark, they didn't use no twigs. They didn't use no vines, but he told them to take you gopher wood.
That's right.
The same wood. Don't you know the wood that gophers put in the water? They know it'll hold. It's already in the water. They got to get something that'll keep. The water won't rot it. It wash away.
That's right.
I'm gonna put you through the storm. I know what you need to use to build this. Listen.
Behold, it is cast into the fire for fuel.
And what happened?
The fire devoureth both the ends of it.
So that he's going to be a wall of fire for us. What you think going to happen to the people on the other side? Listen what happened.
And the midst of it is burned.
See that? Both the corner and the midst of it burned. Tell me what happened, Chris.
Is it meet for any work?
He said, is it appropriate for anything? We know about that in the garden. He looked for what was appropriate, didn't he? He said it wasn't good for nothing. When was it not good for nothing, Chris?
Behold, when it was whole,
When it was whole,
it was meet for no work.
then nobody use it anyway. So what happened?
How much less shall it be meet yet for any work when the fire hath devoured it, and it is burned?
After he burned the sinners up, he's going to take them and use them. He said you wasn't no good when you were whole. After I put you in the fire and burn you up, you even going to be less of value.
That's right.
You weren't no good before I put you in, and you ain't no better when I take you out. You see why you look at people like Meshach, Shadrach, and one bad Negro can come out? They were good for it before it went in.
That's right.
It only made sense they were going to be refined and come out.
Yes, sir.
See, all the fire you're going to do for them was redeemed. That's why when we go through these different trials, if we were standing before, you ought to come out standing even better.
That's right. Yes, sir.
If you were good for something before, but if you weren't good for nothing before you went in the fire, that just be practical. You ain't going to be no better when you come out.
That's right.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
They said, man, they hadn't gone through that storm, man. They'd have made it. That's a lie. He said it wasn't good for them before they went in the fire. I wouldn't expect them to be no more better when they came out. That's why you got to look at how you got to gird up the loins of your mind. You got to be sober and hope to the end.
That's right.
We come here, folks, we got to get the better is the what was it?
End
Then the what?
beginning.
Y'all, I'm trying to tell you. You got to be worth something before you come in. Ain't no hope for you when you come out. Y'all all right? How did y'all understand it? What I had you hold?
Zechariah.
Zechariah, make it 3 and 1. Zechariah, give me 3 and 1. Listen to the book.
And he shewed me, Yahusha the high Kohan, standing before the Malachim of Yahuwah, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him. And Yahuwah said unto Satan, Yahuwah rebuke thee, O Satan. Even Yahuwah that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire?
Uh-oh. You said, what that mean for you? If he plucked it out, why you think he plucked it out?
It was good before it went in.
That's why it made sense he'd called out Meshach, Shadrach, and one bad Negro. Oh, goodness, I didn't mean to get this. I didn't want to get it burned up.
That's right.
He said, see, everybody got to go through the fire.
That's
he
right.
said, but I plucked this one out.
That's right.
This is how come you ain't going to leave him in the fire, are you?
That's right.
You know what's amazing? Daud must have seen it. He said, because he won't leave his soul
It
in
was
Sheol.
Sheol. That's right.
He know every one of us got to die, right? Mm-hmm. But I ain't want you to stay too long, so he's going to pluck us out.
That's right.
That's how he looking at it. There's a brand plucked out the fire. I'm going to bring you out. Oh, how did y'all understand it? Let's see what happened. Listen to the book.
Now Yahusha was clothed with filthy garments,
Yeah.
and stood before the Malachim.
What
And
happened?
he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him.
And what?
And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee.
See that? He saw what it was. He said, take it off from him. Get it off of him. Take it off. Get rid of it. He saw him and filth just like your sin, just like representation. When you're a sinner, you don't even realize you filthy. You can put on cologne, perfume, new wraps, new shirts and slacks and suit. You still filthy. It represented nigga for him. He said he took it off from him. Purpose of him going in the fire was to purify him. He said he done been through the fire. It made sense to take that off. Defects, contaminate, take it out and put them on some clean stuff. So you'll go home, you'll put on some clean clothes, but your heart, the lob hadn't changed. We got to change the lob. That's where we start. We got to change the lob. Y'all got it? So he saw that man was already good for something. He took him out. And then he said, now what? Let it pass away from him. What else happened?
And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee,
See him? Come on.
and I will clothe thee with change of raiment.
Yeah.
And I said, Let them set a fair mitre upon his head.
Yeah.
So they set a fair mitre upon his head, and clothed him with garments.
Listen.
And the Malachim of Yahuwah stood by. And the Malachim of Yahuwah protested unto Yahusha, saying,
What did he say?
Thus saith Yahuwah Tzabot,
What happened?
If thou wilt walk in my ways.
See that? What is he going to tell me after him purified him? What's he going to tell me? He done took away his iniquity. You can go and sin. He let them know if you walk in my ways, what happened?
And if thou wilt keep my charge,
listen.
then thou shalt judge my house, and shalt also keep my courts.
See that? Look at it. Listen.
And I will give thee places to walk among these that stand by.
Listen.
Hear now, O Yahusha, the high Kohan, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee.
His companion. So when Yahusha came, he had 12 with him. You know what he would have told them? He told them, you are my friend, Dave, if you do whatsoever I command you. So if I won't call you servant, I'll call you friend. I ain't going to call you slave. I know you don't like that. You know why? Because all things I heard of my Abba I made known unto you.
Right.
Everything he told me, he already heard it. He was the high Kohan. Let's talk about him. Who else do you think he was talking about? Him and his companions? Who did he hang with? Listen what he told you.
For there Anashim wondered at.
See, and that's all people try to do is figure him out. When you with him? Didn't I see you with him? People were wondering about them. Listen.
Behold, I will bring forth my servant the branch.
Yeah.
For behold, the stone that I have laid before Yahusha. Upon one stone shall be 7 eyes.
Yeah.
Behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth.
Yeah.
And I will remove the iniquity of that land in one yom.
Uh-oh. He going to take away these people's iniquity? Who going to do that? Who going to do that? Not one of you can redeem your key. None of your ritual. We knew about what our Lord taught us about the half of shekel. It was a ransom. It was a ransom. He came down to redeem it, though. He came down to redeem it. He said you couldn't redeem it. Your riches couldn't do it. So we had to see him. This man was a symbol of hope for us. This was a symbol of hope. You lost in a state that you couldn't get back. Think about Adon. When did he go back to the God, to the gun? When? He couldn't redeem himself. He ain't had nothing to get himself back in. Not even having a shot with him. Couldn't get yourself back in. We know what it means not to be able to get back in, don't we? From looking at him, he never made it back, did he? So we hear that. Are we men, even a lot of our writers, for those boshing them, they read the writing. A lot of time, he always referred right back to us as Adon, wasn't it? It was a lot of, he will always, you know, you keep saying, how is he talking about Adon? Because you bear the same traits. A lot of things he see us do, it just keeps reminding her. I've seen this before. They'll call it deja vu. Right. He'll call it ain't nothing new under Shemash. There's nothing y'all can show him says, see here, it is new. It's already been done before. A man in his ashar. Huh? A man just going wholeheartedly contrary. He said, I done seen it. He done seen the whole time. A man trying to hide himself. He said, I done seen it. He said, I've seen it before. So he referred to him as Adon. I don't know. That's was just in bad shape. Let's look at this 4th chapter of the book of Galatians. Galatians chapter 4 at verse 1. Every one of us, y'all, just make sure you get in. At the end of the day, make sure you get in. This is Galatians 4 and 1. Listen to the book.
Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a Yalit, differs nothing from a servant.
But is what?
Though he be Adoni of all.
See that? Though he be Adoni of all. What happened?
But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed
So let me
of the
ask you a
Abba.
question. So, Musha, he was born in slavery, correct? But he was heir to the throne in Pharaoh. So though he was just like the other slaves, y'all do know he was coming in possession. So when he got an age, she was going to have to give him back over to Pharaoh.
Yeah.
That's how we understand it. A child
differs nothing from a servant.
He was just like the rest of them while he was being breastfed, while he was being nurtured by his mother who was a slave, an Abari woman, but was under what?
tutors, and governors.
What? How long?
Until the time appointed.
After he get off the tent, I need to take him back. Pharaoh took that child from him. After he got the tent, you think she finna let that boy grow up and stay in that? He was only there for an appointed time. At the end, he was going to speak, he wasn't going to lie. He was only there for an appointed time. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I guess we just missed it. Let's see what happened.
Even so we, when we were beneath, were in bondage under the elements of the arise.
I guess only until the time appointed. Until the time appointed. If I'm going to use this and you're going to say, even so we, then how do I reference this to me? Because I'm in slavery. For how long? Until the time appointed. He come back to restore me and put me in my rightful place. It don't make sense. How am I refer this to me if I have no connection to it? I'm in slavery. I'm in bondage for how long? Until the time appointed of the Abba. Until Pharaoh. I use Pharaoh because you're more accustomed with that, so that's what you heard being a man. Until Pharaoh, the chief ruler, decide, you know what? It's been long enough. I'll take him back to me now. Y'all all right? Even with coming down to get Yasharal out of slavery, how long had they been there? 400. And with a boy child, you had to wait, 40 days? And you come back, you can get him. He had a time period set. To the time appointed, he had to come and take him. He says, my son. So you know what? We understand what Pharaoh's daughter would have done. At that time, you know what? Think about this. This lady been, how many breastfeeding mothers I had? That's a lot of them. Ain't but one mother used the titty. 2 titties, 3 titties. How many titties do we have? How many mothers breastfed before? Goodness, y'all were mighty scared like it was a trick. That's a time you cultivate and you getting kind of comfortable in the child getting to know you, that caress of time. And they come and take that child away from right there. That's tight, right? That's tight. Well, she had to come get her. After a period of time, she said, as soon as I break away from that, I got to come get it. She's like, the white man don't want to let you go. And he looking at, Pharaoh was still breastfeeding you. But Yahuwah looking at it was time to let you go. You were too old. Because you know he started looking at it was time to teach you some knowledge.
Right.
You know who he could teach knowledge?
We ain't from the breast.
Pick me up, son, 27. Make that 28. Yes, Yahoo. Ain't that make sense?
That's right.
See, he couldn't teach you now while you.
That's right.
How much you think Pharaoh's daughter taught Moshe while he was being breastfed?
Teach you nothing.
They don't understand it, though, do they? See, there's a lot of stuff I can tell y'all, but y'all can't bear it. (28:9). Yeshayahu, 28:9. They call Isaiah. Listen to the book.
Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
They'll miss it. See what happened? That's why a lot of folks miss it. So in order to take us, when he told Moshe, he said this was going to be an art to you.
Right.
That after I get them off the tent, I'm going to bring them here and they're going to serve me at this mount.
Right.
I think it's Har for hill. Har, H-A-R-H-A, Har for hill, H-A-R-A.
For hill?
Hill, mountain.
Oh.
I think it's Har. And then H-A-R?
I'm not sure.
I think it's R, Har. He can look it up. But the thing is, he looked at, you can't do that when you got a baby. Not when they breastfeed. You got to wait when you get them up to a certain age, you realize, now I can bring you away from it. That's what we looked at. He want to look at who I'm going to teach. How many of y'all women breastfeed here to try to teach your baby something? How many of y'all mothers have breastfed before? How many of y'all try to teach our baby something while you breastfeed? You see why Yahuwah went forward with us? Because he looked at who I'm going to teach. I got to get somebody drawn away from the breast. Isn't that right? So it made sense. No more than Pharaoh's daughter would have tried to teach Moshe nothing while her mother was breastfeeding. Nothing. After I get him away, then I teach him about rule. I teach him about rule. Y'all all right? That's what he looked at here, the same thing. He said, this I say to heir, as long as he was a child, he different what?
Nothing from a
You
servant.
know what Shaul told her when he was a child? What did he do? That's how he said my understanding was. That's how I acted. He said, now when I became a man, you know what happened with Shaul when he became grown? Don't call me that. He refused to be called Pharaoh's daughter. Pharaoh's son. He refused it. But a child can't do that. You child gotta get your little stupid self here. You gotta say, don't call me stupid no more. I'm a grown man.
That's right.
You see what happened for us? That's what we gotta do. We gotta become grown. A lot of information we lack is simply because we haven't matured. Y'all all right? The book said ye have not so learned the Mashiach. Now who you teaching? People that breastfeed? You should be to a certain age where you should be able to take on some of this information that you should be able to require. You should be able to hold it, and you should be able to stand and walk to it. I keep telling you all the time, a lot of stuff y'all think about salvation, it just don't make a good sense for the premise you got. It's free. He said, whosoever the being make free, they free indeed.
Free indeed. That's right.
They free indeed. That's the only thing I understand. Free indeed. Y'all got me? Free indeed. So the heir, as long as he is a child, different nothing from a servant, but is under tutors and governors until the time
Appointed of the hour.
Let's see something. 737. Who know what I want? You can know. I ain't it. They call John. Yeah, Ukanan. Listen to the book.
In the last Yom, that great Yom of the Mahdi, Yahusha stood and cried, saying, if any each thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
What was he talking about?
But this spake he of the Ruach.
Y'all hear what he was talking about? What was he talking about again?
But this spake he of the Ruach,
Tell me what happened.
which they that believe on him should receive.
You said they already had it?
Should receive.
Tell me why?
For the Ruach HaKadosh was not yet given,
Because of what?
that Yahusha was not yet glorified.
You couldn't be free till he got out of him first. There was this Ruach of freedom. He had to escape and get away himself. Y'all all right? I don't know. Just think about something. Even when you look at a man like Nakum Yah, y'all remember what his concern was about?
Naki.
About what I can't.
That escape.
That escape. That escape. You want to say about them escaping. And you know what he was minded to do? He was minded to go and put back the wall.
That's right.
And you know why he was looking to put that wall up? So if he would go, he was going to come again. Because they asked him for letters, how long he'd be gone. So he was going to receive them unto himself.
Right.
That where he was, there they were going to be also. That's what he was building the wall for. He got letters so he can go over, he can put that wall back. Already he did it because he looked at it. They was in great affliction. And you ain't going to believe what he would tell them. Don't let your heart be troubled.
That's right.
You believe in Elohim. Believe also in me.
That's right.
In my behind many mansions. If it wasn't so, I would have told you.
That's right.
And he had to get a letter because he was going to prepare a place for us. That where he is, there we could be also.
That's right.
And if he go, he won't come. That's why he got a letter. You remember the king, the ruler, know how long you going to be gone?
That's right.
Meaning he had to come back because he was going to take us back. They don't understand. Do y'all understand anything that man be saying? The man got letters so he could cross over.
That's right.
He had to get letters so he can cross. Just like Yahushua said, he'd get letters to come over him.
That's right.
He had the letter of the law.
That's right.
That letter that the king, that gave him, man, listen, he had to go through territory. You need letters of law to go through. You passing over through other people's territory. That man passing over through territory, through time zone. You got to have paperwork. They even require citizenship or they require diplomatic paperwork or passports.
That's right.
For you to be able to pass over these different places. You got to have authority even when you cross down the road, moving, doing commerce. Yahushua was doing commerce. Y'all didn't believe he had authority. They asked him that. By what authority are you doing this?
That's right.
He was doing commerce.
That's right.
They were doing commerce. That's why I don't know about what authority. He questioned them. They couldn't answer him. He said, neither I tell you what authority I got. Popped again, kept rolling.
That's right.
They couldn't answer his question. Tell you about no authority, kept rolling.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Pop again on them joker. Float them. Float gills on them. Ain't that something to think about? Everything that we learned, I mean, that's what we looked at. And now you understand why. What you think when he heard about it? He said they in great affliction. Those people would have been in trouble. I don't know. See, going back either way, it helps us to get a better understanding. It helps us to get a better idea versus just kind of speculate. When we read it, that's what he told us. We're trying to get we said, when they tell about the book of Yuchanan, I think in Olive, Yuchanan, they'll call it 1 John 5 and 17. He said, we know that the Isha Elohim has come and has given us an understanding. We got an understanding about his coming. It makes sense for us. If none of us could redeem our brother, none of our riches could redeem him, it made sense for somebody to come. Let's see what happens. Let's finish this up. Let's finish up that Galatians chapter 4. Where we left off at? 4 and 3? 4 and 3 will be fine.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see if you get me 10 and 1 of the book of Abarim. You see in Yehukanan, he was trying to tell you right there that it wasn't yet given because he wasn't glorified. They call it Hebrews. All right, finish this up. That Galatians 4 and 3. Listen.
Even so we, when we were Bani, were in bondage under the elements of the Aras.
Listen.
But
So we ain't different. No, we ain't different from a servant then. We ain't different from a slave. Slave to sin.
That's right.
Listen.
But when the fullness of time was come.
See that? We understand that. You know what happened when the fullness of time come too? A woman have a baby.
That's right.
Fullness of time. Fullness of time. That's what happened in fullness of time. That's why I told you about that last Yom, that great Yom of the Muhadi. He was giving birth.
That's right.
He was coming to the birth. I teach y'all a whole lot of stuff. Y'all ain't read it though. Listen.
Elohim sent forth his being.
See that? That's why what you understand, fullness of time sent forth his son. Had a baby.
That's right.
What's just, fullness of time, they gonna tell he sent his son.
That's right.
He birthed a son. Listen.
Made of an Ashah.
See that? Made of an Ashah.
Made under
so
the
he
law.
made of an Ashah, made of a slave.
That's right.
Made.
Under the law.
See that? Just like Musa was. He was made by a slave. He was under the law of slaves. He was under the law of slavery.
That's right.
If he was born to slaves, then he was under the law of slavery.
That's right.
There are laws for slavery. Y'all do know that, right? Concerning gathering, concerning ownership, concerning travel, those are laws of slavery. Now, if he made this man of a woman and the woman was a slave, then he was born under the laws of slavery. Tell him why, son.
To redeem them that were under the law.
To take him and put him over the people that own slaves. So he can redeem them. He came to break the law.
That's right.
He came to break the law.
That's right.
He was a lawbreaker. You were under slave because of laws. He came to break that law for you. Only way for him to do it was to get from under it. That's what he had to do. He had to free himself.
That's
You
right.
had to put somebody that could work on both factions. You ain't gonna believe what, for this cause, he wasn't ashamed to call them our key. Especially since he was one of them. You had a man working on both factions, just like you find Yahusha. You find a man that was human and what they would call divine. Ish and Elohim. Pharaoh just like Elohim. He was just like Elohim. As Pharaoh said, the same thing Elohim was saying. I don't know no other Elohim. He said, I don't know any. They're like Pharaoh, I don't know him. Pharaoh's statement, the same statement Elohim made today. I know not one.
That's right.
He said, I know absolutely none that I should obey him. Now, if he don't know no Elohim that he should obey them, and Yahuwah declared the same thing in the book of Yeshayahu, that if I be his being, what exactly, who would I be obeying and following? Who would be ruling over me? If I be the Ben of Elohim. Who ruled over Mushah when he was the son of Pharaoh's daughter? Who put him in bondage? Who did he observe? Who did he obey? He didn't. He had to come down to us.
That's right.
Just like Yahuwah did.
That's right.
Yahusha did. He had to come down to us. You know, it was a step down to come down to be a slave. That's why they tried to get him to do a lot of custom law. He couldn't understand it because I don't know one. Pilate told him, he asked him a word. He said, you don't know that I got power to kill or power? He said, you can't have nothing over me. He said, Elohim give. Pharaoh got to give it to you. I mean, Elohim got to give it to you.
That's right. That's right.
He said, I don't know nobody could do that.
That's right. That's right.
You can do that when you're the Ben Elohim.
Right.
When you're the son of man, a lot of stuff you got to do. Because you don't differ from a servant. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You can't lay on no slave tit, then jump up and try to act like you free.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine that? Pharaoh's daughter took her son and brought it down and gave it to a slave woman to nurse it for her. Till it got an age and said, then I'm going to come and take it back. Can you imagine that?
White folks did.
Ain't that something? Because she looked at, this my son. I just want you to nurse him for me. Then when he get to an age, I'm going to take him back and he going to be my son. He going to rule over Mizraim. These bastards don't know. He only gave us the nurse for them to nurse us. When we get grown, he taking us back and we going to rule over Mizraim. We heirs. We said we the seed of Abraham. He promised this to us. That's why you don't know what you, that's why I have not seen, it hadn't even entered into y'all law, the thing Elohim prepared for them that ahab him. A-H-A-B. Love. Hadn't even conceived it. The stuff he done prepared for us. How would you see it? Y'all still trying to make sure you just get another job. I said, damn a job.
That's right.
We need to own the company.
That's right.
You think she would raise Mushah up so he can get a job? She would raise Mushah so he can rule over Mizraim.
That's right.
She was setting that man up to be heir for the whole, set him up to be heir to the throne. We don't set our kids up with stuff like that, do we?
No.
What's wrong with us? Hard. Yeah, we're in bad shape. What I got you hold up?
I'm in Abarim 10.
Oh, Abarim 10 and 1. You already read, he finished up here. Hold on. You
Galatians.
Galatians 4 and 4. We read that? To redeem them that was under the law.
I'm still at 5.
All right, let's get that. Then we're going to get 10 and 1 on Abarim. I'm going to get ready to let y'all go. Listen to the book.
To redeem them that were under the law,
See that?
that we might receive the adoption of B'ni.
See that? The adoption. So let me ask you a question. How exactly did he become Pharaoh's daughter's son?
Adoption.
She adopted him.
That's right.
So if you freed us, that would make us rulers. Because now we could be taken and adopted. So
That's
we
right.
can see how we can be connected to Elohim.
That's right. That's right.
You ain't gonna believe what happened with adopted parents today. They don't physically go through the birth of having a child or the conception of the child, but they can take the child at a certain age, right? Some of them get them in newborn, some of them pick them up at 8, 10, some of them pick them up before they reach the age of maturity, right? And what they'll do, strangest thing, they'll go to courts. And after a period of time when courts deem them responsible, they'll give them paperwork saying that this is your child. Kind of like that book we read. Yeah. This is your legal documentation to state that Elohim is your child, is your Abba. This is your legal paperwork. You got to have paperwork. If you get questioned, get pulled, say, that child don't look like you, it's my child. But I know you, I ain't never know it. It's my child. They go to paperwork. Got paperwork. It'll stand anywhere. It'll stand anywhere. That legal paperwork is binding just like a person or two people that had a baby in the hospital. It's just as binding. Huh? And the thing is, he can pick you up at any age.
Right.
Some of us didn't get picked up at newborn.
Right.
But some people don't want the responsibility of small babies.
Right.
And then kind of probably like Yahuwah. So he said, you know what? Nurse it for me. Mm-hmm. I'll come back and get it with him. When I come get it, I need it ready to be taught.
That's right. That's right.
Some kids get adopted at 4, at 8, at 10, at 7. Typically, they'll tell people, when you get around 14, 15, you pretty much forget it. He came and got me late. I was 26. At that point, people don't adopt you. You know what they say? He too old for adoption. You know what he say? He's still my child. When did he get you? That's what he looked at. That's what he looked at. Y'all got it? And just as much their child is one born in their own house. Paperwork. Because you got to figure, you're trying to get connected to Abraham. You got to have paperwork to do that. So we go through the cycle of making sure we understand the premise of what he gave to him. The men who he swore the oath to, he made his covenant with. Now we walk and we can do the same thing just like Yasakut did. All we got to do is cover ourselves that he don't catch us. And if he do, somebody else said they'll take that transgression. Huh? That's what we got to do. Yasakut was known for that. He was even called deceiver, which let you know they had to say it was Nakash. That's what we did in order to get us a Barak. Huh? We got to disguise ourselves. Y'all all right? We always been in disguise. We did that even in Malacca. Yasharal disguised us and he went into battle. You know what he looked at? Do like my daddy did. Let me disguise myself. Huh? We learned the first Yasharal we learned to learn how to disguise yourself was Adam. Come on, bro, think back. He disguised himself. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what y'all doing. Even Musha's mother had enough sense to do that. They had sent a decree out to kill all the Abari babies. That was war. So you know what she looked at? I would disguise her. She disguised him. Y'all sitting here and you in the middle of war. Your soul at stake. Your nefesh is at stake. And y'all ain't got enough sense to disguise yourself. Do just like he did. Make yourself of no reputation and take on the form of a servant.
Right.
Just until the time appointed.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all all right? So he can try to redeem us. We were under the curse of the law. We under the curse of it. Remember the serpent? Cursed the serpent above. What was it again? What was it?
All cattle.
Who you know got it worse than niggas, Brandon? Nakash.
That's right.
What did he say they were going to eat?
Dust.
1934. Who know what I want? Oreo. I'll show it to him. 1934. Listen to the book.
And they said, the Adonai hath need of him. And they brought him to Yahusha, and they cast their garments upon the coat, and they set Yahusha thereon. And as he went, they spread their clothes in the way. And when he was come nigh, even now at the descent of the Mount of Olives, the whole multitude of the Methodis began to rejoice and halal Elohim with a loud voice for all the mighty works that they had seen, saying, Baraka be the Malakim that cometh in the name of the Adonai, Shalom and Shamayim and Kabul in the highest. And some of the Pharisees from among the multitude said unto him, Adonai, rebuke thy Methodis. And he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these should hold their shalom, the stones would immediately cry out.
Listen.
And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, If thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy yom, the things which belong unto thy shalom.
Yeah.
But now they are hid from thine eyes.
Tell me why.
For the Yamim shall come upon thee.
What happened?
That thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee.
And do what?
Compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side.
Trap you in. And do what?
And shall lay thee even with the ground.
I get like a snake. What an animal you know that even to the ground like that? He said, you cursed above all of them.
That's right.
Upon your belly you supposed to go. You didn't even see yourself, did it? He just said he and told you what you was. He even tried to tell the people one time, pick me up at Matthew chapter 3, at verse 6. You need more than one witness. Matthew 3, make it 3 and 5. Listen to the book.
Then went out to him Jerusalem and all Yehuda and all the region round about Jordan.
Y'all hear that? Yehuda and all the region around Jordan. What happened?
And were immersed of him in Jordan, confessing their sins.
What happened?
But when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees come to his immersion,
You see that? Saw many of them. What happened?
he said unto them,
Oh, who?
Generation of vipers,
What happened?
who hath warned you to flee from the wrath to come?
He just told snake. He called those people snakes. Would you actually call him a snake? Something cursed above all the animals on the rock? They gonna go on their bellies and gonna eat dust? Then Yahushua told you the time gonna come that your enemy gonna compass you around and dig a trench around you and keep you on every side. And they gonna lay your body even with the ground. You ain't gonna believe what you look like on that ground. You look like a snake. Laying there in the dust. Penny made a song for you. Doom, 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 doom. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, he gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. You didn't know it was your song, did you? Cracker made a song about you. Well, we got paper what we done. Pick me up at the 10th chapter book of Abba so I can get y'all out of him. I ain't gonna bore y'all. It ain't Wednesday night, as y'all call it. What else are you gonna look like on the ground like that? The man called you a generation, Tuladot of vipers. You know who has snakes? Other snakes. You just called them a Tuladot of vipers? Of Nakash? And then you ask them who warned them to flee from the wrath to come? Something's supposed to happen to you. He want to know who would have told you snakes to come in. Who would have warned you, you cold? This was going to get these people out of it. This was going to keep them from the wrath to come. By getting immersed. That's how important it is for us to come and get immersed. He said, who warned you to flee the wrath? What's going to happen then? Them coming and getting immersed is allowing them to escape from the wrath to come. Wouldn't it make sense for us to be immersed? All right, let's see. It's the 10th chapter of the book of Abarim. Abarim, they call it Hebrews 10:1. Listen to the book.
For the law having a shadow of ta'ud things to come.
What do we say about the law or shadow? Reflection, but not
The very image of the things can never, with those sacrifices which they offered year by year, continually make the comers thereunto perfect.
So the shekel work. Did you say it was a half a shekel we were supposed to bring? That was under the law, right? It just said it couldn't make them perfect. So you see why they would have looked when they asked what they want to know what they're going to do? That's another accusation against her. Now we done killed a man that done came down and Elohim done raised up. What we going to do?
That's right.
If none of us can, it makes sense you're going to ask our key, because now you thinking, you can't help me.
Yeah.
What we going to do? They were cut. Where do y'all get pricked that y'all make changes? You see the difference between us and them. These people found out that they're actually guilty for being eyewitnesses. He said the man was given by the determining counsel. He already, and foreknowledge of Elohim. He already sat there, so he knew who would betray him. I already knew what y'all were going to do when I gave him to you. He's already knew that. And then he been saying like, I mean, it's like it's a setup. People feel like that spouses set each other up, or people setting people. Nobody's setting you up. You just got to watch. And you got to make sure it work out for your good. The book said we know that all things work together for the good of them. Then what was again? That a hobby. If you don't know a hobby, then it ain't going to work out for you anyway. Ask yourself why stuff don't work out for you. He said we know this, that all things work together for the good of them that love it and are called. Wonder what my purpose is. What's my purpose? I wonder who I love. Y'all better look at the two key. If it ain't working out for you, why? Because you ain't waiting for the end of a thing to find out. If it don't work out for you at the end of the thing, why? Let's question the motive. What's your motive? What's your purpose, people? And who do you love? Y'all know something? Tell me, who do you love? Y'all heard that song before? And we do what we're supposed to do. It's got to work out. You might not see it, but it's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. Oh, let's see. The law, having a shadow of things to come and not the very image.
Other
things.
Can never, with those sacrifices which they offer year by year continually, make the comers thereunto perfect.
How do we know that, Chris? Because I think that Chris talking.
For then would they not have ceased to be offered.
He said it would have made sense to come back and do it again the next year. That's how we know. You were doing it every year. Does it make sense it was making you perfect if you had to keep coming back doing it every year? Because after he offered himself once, he sat down.
That's right. That's right.
He sat down. He
Yes,
said,
sir.
don't make sense.
That's right.
Well, it makes sense I do this every year.
Don't make sense.
They're going to go get a man, string him up, tie him up, and go to the man and say, you know what, let me make him up. Go ahead and stick me in my hand. You're going to die up there playing around with that stuff.
That's right.
Rightfully so, because you're stupid. Wouldn't make sense to drag and put him through that again.
That's right.
He said, we're not going to do it. He said, you're not going to shame me. You're not going to bring me no open shame. He said, once he did it, this is it. There's absolutely nothing else for us. What they did through in the law, he told you right here, you got people, they so adamant about law that they don't even understand purpose. Let me tell you something. Had this thing not been set up of Amunah, there's no way with Amunah, we would never get in. It's got to be. You know what they concluded with the law? All under sin. Mm-hmm. You know, he already declared, even by the mouth of Dawood, he said ain't none ta'ud. No, not one.
That's right.
You know how it was, even when the young man came to Yahushua, you know what he told him? Hell, good master. He said, I don't know why you call me good. Ain't nothing good but one.
That's right.
That's the Abba.
That's right.
Which means he would let you know he had already concluded everybody under the law were under sin.
Yes, sir.
He already concluded it. It had to be an Amunah. Ain't no other way we'll get in. It's just no way you can get in by the law. It wasn't designated to get you in. There's absolutely nobody going to be in there. They're going to get in by the law. That's not possible.
That's right.
You know what EU even told her he did? He said he even charged the Maliki with folly. He charged them with folly.
That's right.
The Maliki, can you imagine that? Charged them with folly. And you know what they told Yehukanan? See thou do it not. I'm also the I keep, and I keep the sayings of the book.
That's right.
And they fail. Listen, a lot of these people here, they really don't know what they're teaching. People really don't know what they're teaching. You're not getting in from no law.
That's right.
The only way you got to go to this law, you got to find the Sadiq of Amunah. That's what all of them going to miss. They can't find it. It's hid from their eyes. It's not possible. If the Malachi's fail, what you going to do?
That's right.
Well, let me see, what happened? Somebody tempted them to fornicate down? Tell me what happened. Somebody brought some weed in there. They got some XP and took that 4 bar. That thing tight.
Tight.
I don't know what these people doing. Let me tell you something. People have no idea. When this man died, his dom, it wasn't just for you. This thing covered all Shamayim.
That's right.
Had to cover everything.
Everything.
It's not nobody can get in by the law.
That's
it's
right.
impossible.
That's right.
Why would he come along and have to do this for Shamayim? Why would these folks sit here and fall down? People in the 5th chapter. Let me say, the 5th chapter of the book of Kazum. And you think I'm finna listen to somebody tell me they're going to get in from the law? Right. You're not talking to me.
That's right.
I got a book, though. He said he charged the Malachi with folly. The book of Yehuda told you clearly. Said the Malachi which kept not. What were their first estate? What were their first estate? What were they standing at first? What were their first estate? And they didn't keep it. And they keep the law. And I'm gonna do it down here though. That man done concluded all under sin. Amunah, the only way you're gonna get in. He had to cover himself. Let me tell you something. This thing's so skill set up. People really don't know. People really don't know. He's skilled it this way. He's skilled it this way. You just don't know it. Because if you knew everything, it'll mess your mind up. You just don't know it. He know exactly what he was doing. Not one of them you're going to find going to be right in his sight. Not one of them. Not by no law. Y'all all right? Don't worry about it. Come on, son. Let's see what it said. Listen to the book.
And I saw on the right hand of him that sat on the throne
what?
a book written within and on the backside.
What happened?
Sealed with 7 seals.
Uh-huh.
And I saw a strong Malachi proclaiming with a loud voice.
What did he proclaim?
Who is worthy to open the book
and
to loose the seals thereof?
Uh-huh.
And no Ish in Shamayim nor in Arats, neither under the Arats was able to open the book.
Come on, they in Shamayim and they couldn't open the book. Hold on for a minute. They can't open it and they're in Shamayim. What happened, Brandon?
Neither to look thereon.
What happened?
And I wept much, because no Ish was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Yehuda, the root of Daud, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the seals thereof.
What happened?
And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 ruach of Elohim sent forth into all the Arats.
To scan the whole Arat. Listen.
And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the Kadash.
What happened?
And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof.
You worthy to open the book and loose the seal thereof. What happened?
For thou wast slain.
You was dead. You were killed. And what happened?
And hast redeemed us to Elohim by thy blood out of every kindred.
What does redeem mean? Why would the 4 living creatures, why would 24 zakans that's in here all the time by that man talk about being redeemed? Why would they be talking about being redeemed? You've been in Shamayim this whole time. What else happened?
And hast redeemed us to Elohim by thy blood.
Us or them? Them post-sinners down on the earth.
And hast redeemed us to Elohim by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation.
Come on.
And hast made us unto our Elohim Kohanim, Malachim and Kohanim, and we shall reign on the Arats.
Pick me up at the 9th chapter of the book of Abarim. 9:23. All he ain't working. Abarim 9:23. Let's see what the book say. I know what they're going to say. He redeemed us out of every kindness and tongue. You know why he let me come get this? He said, stop their mouth.
That's right.
He said, let the book talk, son.
That's right.
9:23. This is Abarim they call Hebrew 9:23. Listen to the book.
It was therefore necessary.
Hold on for a minute. You said, what is necessary? Would that be like a need?
Yes, sir.
Would that be like a need? It was therefore necessary that what happened?
That the patterns of things.
Pattern is
Yes.
what something you follow, right? That the pattern of what now?
Of things.
Where?
In Shamayim should
Where's
be purified.
Shamayim at? Hold on. Should be what?
Purified.
With what?
With these.
So if you was up there, you got purified. If you was up there, you got purified. If you were living creatures, if you were 24, if you were 24 zakans, if you were malachims with no number, if you were up there, you got purified just like we did. At verse 20. Listen.
Saying, this is the blood of the testament which Elohim hath enjoined unto you.
This is the same thing Musa did to the people. And listen what he did.
Moreover, he sprinkled
What did he sprinkle?
with blood
Who?
both the tabernacle
The tabernacle.
and
Which
all,
will, hold on for a minute. Magdash. How you pronounce it? Magdash. How you pronounce it? Magdash. M-A-Q-D-A-S-H, not sanctuary. It'd be the Kudash place. Or assembly. Assembly or Kudash place, not sanctuary. Sanctuary, Bryce had pulled up and told me about sanctuary. There's so many words these people use. That stuff revert over to some other stuff and they satanic worship. Be Makdash. That'd be for the assembly or for Kodash place. Listen.
he sprinkled with blood both the Makdash and all the vessels of the ministry.
You hear what it said? And both all the, and what happened?
And all the vessels of the ministry.
And all the what?
Vessels of the ministry.
What else happened?
And almost all things are by the law purged with blood.
You hear that? All things that are what?
By the law
Or what?
purged with blood.
So exactly how he established all this stuff. How did all this stuff come into creation? By the law.
That's right.
So everything by the law had to be purged with blood.
Yes, sir.
Everything that Musa used by the law. Let's not wake up, Tim. Wake up, CJ. No, but the thing is, everything that by the law, that was by the law, if it was attached to the law, it had to be sprinkled with dam.
That's right.
It had to. So listen what he told you. He said almost all things that were what?
By the law
Were what?
purged with blood.
See that? You had to use blood on it. That was a sign of purification of it. Listen.
And without shedding of blood
And without the shedding of blood,
is no remission.
you see that?
Yes, sir.
Without the shedding of blood, there's no remission. Now you got to figure now, when you look at your Cole's mother, guess what she could do? She could bleed. She could shed blood.
Mm-hmm.
She basically would tell his sin be forgiven, and I'll take it. She could shed blood. All things by the law, it had to have blood.
Yes, sir.
Well, she could do that monthly. Oh, no, what happened? Another woman did it for 12 years. Straight. Listen.
It was therefore necessary
You see that? It was therefore necessary.
that the patterns of things
See that pattern. Now, if everything by the law that Musa had, the book, if we gonna use these to shafar, put it on that. Everything on you. If this gonna be the Magdash, sprinkle that. Everything, the people, everybody. If you heard it, sprinkle them. Sprinkle all of them, because this is gonna enjoin you to the law. So what happened?
It was therefore necessary
That what happened?
the patterns of the things in Shamayim
To do what?
should be purified with these.
See that? When it makes sense that when he died and then when his dam was shed, it had to cover them too. Otherwise, they're not under this covenant. I know what I'm teaching. I know they were thinking, they think they got by. They heard them say, we've been redeemed out of every tongue, every kingdom. He said they weren't in every tongue, every kingdom, because you don't know what you're doing anyway.
That's right.
I don't know how you figure that, and they just told you you're our key.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe how we related by blood.
Blood. That's right.
That's how we related by blood. That's why I can tell you we our key. If everything been sprinkled under law with blood, how exactly are we related?
Blood.
By blood. People get up and say, you know what? They say, yeah, this is my blood brother. So it makes sense that our key would appear and tell them that they were our key. Because we related how?
By blood.
By blood. Y'all all right? Did y'all learn anything? People haven't finished that 10th chapter. I'll try to let y'all go. We'll finish that Euchanine 539, and we're going to finish this 10th chapter book of Abraham got away. I appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all learned something. Did y'all learn something? Yeah, let me tell you something. A lot of stuff ain't for these people out here to know. It really ain't for them to know. There's a lot of stuff I got to tell y'all. People don't know. Just let them keep running. Let them keep running law. Run it down. And I'm not trying to teach nobody how to disobey no law, but that's not how you getting in. He never ordained for him to get in. People don't even know what happened with Adam. You know what he guilty of doing? Breaking the law.
That's right.
He done got in front of the law. That'd have messed everything up. Or it'd have messed it all up. It'd have messed it up. He'd have got in by the law. It'd have messed the whole thing up because he never intended to save you by no law.
That's right. That's right.
He looking to save them that believe.
Mm.
You can keep the law and don't believe. I keep a lot of their law. I don't believe in their government.
That's right. That's right.
I stop at red lights and at stop signs.
Yep.
I yield to the right of way too.
Yeah.
I don't believe them.
That's right.
I don't believe them in at all. So I can show you how you can keep the law and not believe.
Yep.
I only explain it to you like that because you're a man.
Yep.
How many of y'all stop at red light? How many of y'all go at green light? How many of y'all yield when you get to yield sign? How many of y'all yield to the right of way? How many of y'all obey the stop sign, traffic sign every now and then? You see why I show you this on? You see why we found our infraction at? You know why you do that? Because intend to show you nobody can keep the law. You can't. Listen, I be riding and I try to be strict and look up, but sometimes I look, I say, oh goodness. Don't even I went over.
Yep.
It don't make no difference if I caught it.
Yep.
What's the problem?
You can feel fringed on it.
I broke the law. Isn't that right? Just like you break that, you couldn't keep it. It wasn't designated for you to keep it the way you think of for salvation. What we were supposed to be able to get and spend from it was the Sadiq of Amunah. What y'all, let me tell you something. I don't know. Do y'all remember what Abraham did when he went in there, when he went to Gerar? What did he do? What did he do? He lied. You know what your law teach you about lying? What did your law teach you about lying? Huh? Not supposed to be lying. He wasn't intended for him to get in by the law. He told you that Abraham, when he asked you, when he picked up in the 4th chapter, he asked you what this that Abraham had found. Abraham had found out it was about the Sadiq of Amunah. He told Abraham to take and offer his only son, his being in whom he loved. Abraham moved with fear. Abraham believed. Abraham did what a lot of do. You get pressed, you get put in a lot of different situations. He said he's supposed to kill me. I ain't stupid. I ain't stupid. Yeah, ML, this is my wife. Yeah. The man told y'all why he did it. They'll kill me for you. But never kept him as a law keeper except when he told Yasaku. He told you he obeyed his laws. He told me he kept his statute and his judgments and his ordinances. Abraham believed. Problem we got in here with us, we don't believe. We don't believe. That hurt us. We don't believe. We don't believe. The Rahab hollered. You know what she did? She lied. She flat out lied. But she believed Elohim. She believed. Y'all okay? Everything had a purpose. Abraham was told that he was going to have a seed and he was going to multiply him, just like the Shamayim. He hadn't had one yet. He believed Elohim. He did everything within his power and ability to make sure he could try to work to his performance. Had he went and told that man that was his shot, he told him they were going to do, they were going to kill him because it was a Sadiq nation. If a man died, you can marry his wife. And they still be right. Y'all all right? A lot of stuff people don't want to accept. See, the most of these people take it, and you're around here like something I want to tell stuff. You're trying to find a reason to go out and commit sin. Right. I'm not trying to find a reason to commit sin. Commit sin, you're the devil.
That's right.
You got to believe that. You got to believe it by the Amunah, or otherwise you ain't getting in. I don't just believe it because the law said it. I believe that because it's right. The law let me find the Sadiq of it. You got to find the Sadiq of the law. Y'all all right? You know what attorneys do when people go to court? You know what their jobs is? They find a Sadiq in the law. That's what they do to how to get people off. Because the law got a lot of things that you can charge people with, but there are attorneys that's skilled enough in the law, they can go and find and say, but according to this, they still Sadiq. Huh? I shoot Leon killing right now because I don't give a ML. What did the law say? I killed Anthony because Anthony tried to come, he tried to kill me and had no other way out. And I killed him. What does the law say?
Self-defense. No,
the law said thou should not kill. It's up to an attorney to pull that out and show that's a deep.
Yeah.
And still have me within the confines. Now the law said thou should not what? Yeah. But he tried to kill me. I ain't had no way out and I killed him. What did the law say? The law said thou should not kill. Tell me where it's in the law if somebody trying to kill you didn't kill him. He came back and told you eye for eye, tooth for tooth. But he forget he didn't tell you that you killed somebody trying to kill you. The law told you thou should not kill. He had to make provisions for you because there's no way for you to get in. The law was strict. The book told you the law was our schoolmaster to get us into the Mashiach. That's why he told us the conclusion of the law was to get us to the Mashiach. If you didn't get to the Mashiach from the law, you ain't even follow right. When you find these group, they don't believe he came. I already know you ain't follow right. Yeah. I know you ain't follow right because you don't love him. And second of all, your purpose is ill intent. I ain't got no problem with it. I have absolutely not one problem with the law. I need the law. That's what spun me to see this. See, a good attorney, that's what he do. Even they had lawyers. But the Greek is called nomiko. It means someone connected or knows the law. That's what the job was, to know the law, to know what you can put out law to show this justified. Even Yahushua tried to tell what the law said. What you supposed to do on Shabbat? What you supposed to do? Rest. What's supposed to have anybody work? Supposed to kill them and stone them. That they die. That's what they said. And he told you what the Kohan do. And then he told you we were blameless. But the law said that we were supposed to die. That still work. Y'all all right? It still work. But he showed you the Sadiq of the law. You had to do more work on Shabbat you did on other days. They had to offer double sacrifice for the Shabbat.
That's right.
He said, you had not read what they did in the law. He said, and they blameless.
That's right.
He showed they went against the law and were blameless. He told you that they defiled the law because the law said you weren't supposed to work on Shabbat. He said they went against it and then came in and said they blameless. What you going to do with that? You couldn't get in by the law. There's too many variables. There's too many holes. You can't get it. You ain't going to be able to escape. Ain't no room for you. Just like they learned, they couldn't redeem themselves. What you think was going to happen? That's the law. Not one of them could redeem their key. Not one of them by their riches can redeem themselves. That's by the law. So how you getting in? Why you think he told you that? So how are you getting in? And these Israelites, they're going to get in from the law. Don't make sense. Don't make sense. If he had to purify the Shamayim where he sit with these people, you explain to me how these people going to get in with the law down here. Mm-hmm. How exactly they going to work? Man, y'all let people, I got them in here, they'll listen. That's why I don't entertain these people teaching. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't watch none of these people. I'm not interested in none of their teaching, because I already know, if your intent right, it'll prove itself.
That's right. That's right.
Keep watching me, I'm good. Because listen here, I ain't never too high, I can't take no correction. I ain't going to get it from them, though.
That's right.
Because I already know they're not following right. They can't even see him. They blind. He done told you if it be here, they hit it who?
Them that are lost.
Man, I'm blind in their mind. They still walk around trying to circumcise. Man, these people, listen, it's so much different teaching out of these people ain't got no sin. If you got to purify what this man done said, he done told you this was the pattern. He taught it from you as an ish. He taught you like a man. To let you know everything Musa used under the law, he had to put dam on it. He had to put blood on it. So you telling me that he done told you it was necessary. There was a need of necessity. They had to do the same thing in the Shamayim. If I'm going to use you, I got to put it on you. And all of them had to, and they had to testify that they were redeemed. Now, how do you redeem something that's already deemed already perfect? Think in my mind. I'm trying to think in my mind. EU, I can't remember. Is it the 14th chapter, 17th verse? Might be 16. So that way he charged them. I'll try to get out of the way. Was it 14 and 16? 16. Is it in the 14th chapter? That's not what I want. What is it? 15, 14. Thank you, Dan. Make it 15 and 11. EU 15 and 11. Told you I got old now, y'all. I guarantee you, though, my understanding better, though. I had to trade in something. Here, like Shaul, I'd rather speak 5 Dabarim with understanding than 10. 10,000 have no understanding. A lot of people ain't got no understanding. You see how difficult this book is? But folks just go grab and just think they start teaching people. Man, you'll mess up. You'll mess up so quick. You'll be out there so far, you mess up. Now, you know what some people take their message and say? Man, it don't matter. We can't be saved by it anyway. You don't believe. You dang. See, this book don't teach. Listen, you know what the book taught us? Because when we learn this, give me 6 and 1 right quick. Who know what I want? Romans. 6 and 1. Let me stop their mouth. I got book for it now. Because I know what they heard. I had to tell you this just like he did, because people messed up when they heard this. That's why a lot of stuff I don't like to tell y'all. You'll mess up. He got me 15, EU 15 and 11. Other one, Romans 16 and 1. 6 and 1, I'm sorry. Romans 6 and 1. Listen.
What shall we say then?
Listen what he told her.
Shall we continue in sin?
That what?
That con may abound.
What did he say?
Elohim forbid.
What happened?
How shall we that are dead to sin
do what?
Live any longer therein?
Why do you think he would make a statement like that? Because when people hear and understood what I just told y'all, first thing they felt like well, that means we can sin. And it ain't the law. And we ain't going to get in by the law. I believe that I'm fine if I commit adultery. I'm fine if I be lying. I'm fine if I cheat. Why do you think he would make this statement? Because you got people that were looking at this mean you can sin. He just said we can't continue to sin. That's not why he did it. that con may abound. It's because of con the reason why we've been saved. So it wouldn't make sense for us to continue committing sin, because now we right back to what the law did. The commas there didn't make the comma thereunto perfect. See what I'm saying? Now you stuck right back in the very thing I freed you from. That's why I tell a lot of people not skilled. They hear that thing the whole time, oh man, that's it. I'm sinning, going. You sinning, you going to hell. He told he that commit sin is the servant of sin, and the servant can't abide in the house forever. Keep no servant. He said, but the being abide forever. Don't ever get that in your mind. That's why I tell you, be careful. You'll be wanting to hear something to make you feel justified in doing wrong. Ain't never justified in doing wrong. Our wrong brought his con. Huh? We were ex-cons, and we had to come back. You know what Shaul told us at the 4th chapter of the book of Ephesians? I therefore what? Prisoners. Now we cons again. We were ex-cons. Y'all all right? Now we cons again. What's what you call a person in jail? Convict. Now we've been convicted. Now when they heard this, they were convicts. Convicted. And they became convicts. Make sense? Know what you are? You a con. Let them know you were an ex-con. Huh? We were alienated from the Amunah. You were ex-con. You were outside of the grace of Yahuwah. Huh? Now his rakam has came unto us. His mercies. Write it down. R-A-C-H-A-M. Rakam. Mercy. Bowels of compassion. Rakam. Or bowels of mercy, bowels of compassion. Listen. What got you home?
Okay, I'm at EU.
Who?
EU.
Did we read the other one?
I did.
Still at Romans? Romans 6?
Oh, we're done with you. Yeah, Ron, you're right. EU 15:11. Said 15 and 16. I know I went too far.
I think you were chapter 4.
Huh?
I think it was chapter 4.
It's 4 too. It's in more than one place. I want that one too. 4.
Okay.
I said 14. 4 and what? 19?
4, 17, 18.
4 and 17. All right, 4 and 17 too. The only reason why, you know, the only reason in 2 places, right?
Well,
That's our law.
same
What you
witness.
finna say?
It's the same witness.
He said it's the same book. That's more than it's two. He said because it's in the same book. It don't make no difference. You know what Yahushua said? I am my Abba one.
Right.
He said his Abba was one witness and he was one. But then he said they won. He said, does not your law say 2 witnesses? He said he's one, his Abba is one. Then he told you, matter of fact, I got to pick that up now. 8. See if that's 8 and 12, your Ukanon. Other one, your Ukanon, 10, 31. I just got to do this to prove this out. Right? Y'all got it? Let's see that. Ukanon. Oh, was it Ukanon chapter 8? Was it 17? Eight 17. All right, let's see that. Your Ukanon 8:17. Listen.
It is also written in your law
What is written in my law?
that the testimony of 2 anashim is a mot.
Pay attention. The testimony of 2 anashim It's a mot. It's true. What happened?
I am one that bear witness of myself.
He said, I am one that do what?
Bear witness of myself.
And what else happened?
And the Abba that sent me beareth witness of me.
How many of that? 2. At the book of Yehukanah 10 and 30. Is right, boss? Listen to the book.
I and my Abba are one.
Uh-oh. What did your law say? It said a testimony of 2. Then he just said he bear witness himself, and he said Abba did it. He said, that's your law. 2 witnesses. Then he just told me that him and his Abba were one. You look guilty or something. He looked guilty, don't he? Let's see. Come on, 8-7. Let's see anyway. 4 and 15. EU, 4 and 15. Bosley and Brandon, I want y'all to put y'all name on this board when we get through. Listen. And give Lancaster a check again for that spotty hair on his head. How many of y'all think it bothered y'all on the other side of that wall? How many of y'all love Yahuwah? So make sure he get a check when we go on. All right, this is EU chapter 4 at verse 15. 16, 4 and 16. Listen to the book. Other one got me EU 15 and 14. Listen.
It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An image was before mine eyes. There was silence, and I had heard a voice saying, shall mortal Ish be more Sadak than Elohim?
See what he just told you? Think about it. If they could keep the law and get it right, they could put themselves on the same equivalent. He just asked you now, shall mortal Ish be more, he going to be more pure than his Elohim? Listen.
Shall an Ish be more pure than his maker?
What? Listen.
Behold, he put no trust in his servants.
What happened?
And his Malaki he charged with folly. How much less in them that dwell in houses of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, which are crushed before the moth.
You know that makes sense for us? Say their foundation in the dust, because he told them they were going back to it. Makes sense why you going back. That's your foundation. Amazing. You know what he told you to do it well? Told you to look back to Sarah and to the rock from which you were hewn. Go back to your foundation, because we built upon the Nabaim. Yahushua HaMashiach is the chief cornerstone. Y'all all right? So now you're going to look at a new creation. That's why you got to die. This got to go back. This mortal got to go back. Well, we look at the immortality. Let's go back and look to Sarah. Look back from whence you were hewn. Y'all all right? Are y'all okay? So you've seen 2 workings. You see the flesh and you see the ruach. You see where the flesh got to go back to its foundation. And we see where the ruach got to go back to. We see 2 workings at 5 and 14 EU. Listen to the book. Other one, get me Galatians 1 and 6. Galatians 1 and 6. Listen to the book.
Do you mean EU 15?
What's my son?
You want EU 15?
EU 15. I didn't know what was coming. I was looking around like this. Somebody else had I said that, and I was looking around like, where that mic came from? It don't sound like John. He said like, yeah, oh, you want that 15 there, what that? Yeah. Oh, but it's a bigger now. Look at that eye right there. Oh, that. Don't he talk like Troy off of the alligator people, don't he? 15, 14, what was that, 15, 14? Yeah, EU. And he'll give me Galatians. See, that makes sense. Galatians 1 and 6. Listen to the book.
What is Ish, that he should be clean, and he, which is born of an Ashah, that he should be Sadiq.
See that? Listen.
Behold, he putteth no trust in his Kodash.
Uh-huh.
Yea, the Shamayim are not clean in his sight.
That makes sense now? Now, he told you about the Malaki. Now, he just told you the Shamayim. So, when we heard the book of Abarim tell us, it was therefore necessary that the pattern of things in Shamayim had to be purified with these. You see why now? So, your law taught it to you. So, it would look like something new happened. You already had the premise from your law. There's nothing you're going to find new. Your law already set the premise up. I don't have no confidence in none of you guys. When he looked down, he said, they only evil continually. I got to cut the time short. That's why I've been cutting time short. Because I have no confidence in any of you. Not only you, I don't have any he said, I don't have any confidence in these as well. He was setting it up. He said, they're going to be more pure than me. He don't want to keep his word. He got to give you the ability. That's the purpose of getting the Ruach HaKodesh. Give us the ability to abstain. You got to get the Ruach HaKodesh ready to keep you. That's the purpose of gathering it, getting it in, to keep us. But you got to believe in order to receive that. He that believeth on me, as the scripture, out of his belly shall flow rivers. Hold on. Nahar,
River.
N-A-H-A-R, river, ocean, right, underground stream, Nahar. N-A-H-A-R, y'all look at me, N-A-H-A-R, river, streams, sea, underwater streams. That ain't right. Tell your mama. I'm not responsible. When the last time you had to spell stream? Look at me. When the last time you spelled stream? Exactly. When the last time you spelled streams? Who ain't had to spell streams? Why did you have to spell stream? Who that?
Live streaming.
Who?
Live streaming.
Good stuff.
So I always won in the crowd. When did I tell you to spell stream? Exactly.
That's a good point.
Which will make sure, kind of makes sense, I would think, well, underwater streams. But it's called when he had to go and preach to them that was in prison. Though they were captain in the dungeon. So that would make him Nahar, because there would have been an underground stream. Yeah, he had to preach to them. Y'all all right? He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. But this spake he of the Ruach, which they that do what? Obey the what? Believe on him. He didn't say that obeyed the law, did he? That kept the law. That believed on him. Amunah should receive. The Ruach HaKodesh was not yet given because that he was not good. So you tell me that people were supposed to believe, were supposed to receive a Ruach that was supposed to come after him. They had to wait on it to come. They had to believe on it before it got him. Like Abraham had to believe he was going to get a son that was going to multiply like Shami before they got him. Makes sense, wouldn't it? They going to receive it that believe, and they didn't get it till after he departed. Which means they still had to believe. Make sense? So how did they get it? By the law? They believe. People he didn't have no confidence in at one time. People he didn't put no trust in. People ain't in the shine. He charged with folly. It was necessary. It was necessary to purify everybody. Everything he was going to use for the ministry, it just made sense to purify him. You know what Cuff told us? Seeing and doing what? The law? Because Yahushua said you were going to know the truth, and the truth was going to make you free. It's all about what you want to do. Let's see this. See if it makes sense. Galatians 1:6. Since the other two didn't pull me out. Galatians 1:6. Listen to the book.
I marvel that you are so soon removed.
From who?
From him that called you into the kind of Mashiach.
Unto.
Another debar.
Which is what?
Which is not another.
But what happened?
But there be some that trouble you.
And do what?
And would pervert the debar of Mashiach.
But though who?
We, or Malachi from Shamayim, preach any other debar unto you than that which we have preached unto you.
Yeah.
Let him be accursed.
Let him be a Nakash. He cursed him. Over every creature, let him be on a snake to you. Nakash. What did he do to the serpent? He cursed him above all of them. He said, one come from Shamayim, he ain't nothing but a Nakash. Listen what else he said.
As we said before,
So,
say I now again,
if what?
if any each preach any other debar unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed.
How many times did you hear it? How many people told it to you? That's your law. Same person told you the same thing twice. Because that's your law. If he said it one time, he said, so say I again. How many times he said? What was your law? That's good. This is what I do for a living.